If you've ever played Ark or watched any of the Ark content that's out there on the internet, then you'd be familiar with the fact that gathering resources plays an integral part to playing this game. You need resources to craft, well, anything, really. Your base, your tools, your weapons, everything that you need to survive on an Ark. You have to go out and gather it yourself. That being said, it's not always the easiest to find some of the materials, especially things that like crystal or huge abundance of metal, which you seem to need tons of for, well, everything too. But that being said, today I am going to show you guys on the Ark Olympus map where you can find 5 beautiful caves in order to get yourselves some very easy abundance of some of the materials that you need to do some of your crafting. Alright, so for our first cave, we are going all the way out here into the deep desert for crystal. And we are currently sitting at 14.3 by 78.3 on the GPS, and you can see my little icon on the map on the left, way up in the heart of the desert. Alright, and so here's a little bit of an aerial view for you guys, just so you have a bit of a reference point here. This big broken obelisk here is kind of your point and what you're looking for. And then you just come on down into the cave, and the crystal look a little bit different than traditional crystal on here. So they look like these little clumps right here. This is what you're looking for, and this cave is full of them. So great spot to come. They're almost like rich crystal nodes, a lot of them. And you can get a ton of rare mushroom as well as the crystal in this cave. Alright, and second cave up again in the desert. And this time I'm going to bring you guys to a sulfur cave. So in playing this, I didn't find a whole ton of sulfur around this map. Maybe that was just me and I just missed some of the nodes, but however, did find this cave, and sulfur is pretty important for being able to make things like propellant and your preserving salt, stuff like that. So I wanted to show this off so that you could come here and get yourself a good amount of it if you wanted to in one run. And then you probably wouldn't have to get any more, at least not for a while. So let's show you guys here the coordinates. 27.6 by 67.9, and we are on kind of more the southern tip of the desert here. So you can see my little indicator on the map there. Aerial view for you guys. That's the broken red obelisk. We came from that direction way over there for the crystal cave. And yeah, this just gives you guys a bit of a reference point here. So some beautiful area in the desert here. That area there is full of metal, which is really nice. So you can grab your metal, you could come down here and grab your sulfur. So we are just looking for this tiny little opening right here. It's very, very easy to miss. And oh, there's some megalanias in there at the moment, but as you can see, you have to watch out for those. They were not there before, but they spawned in. And yeah, so you got several sulfur nodes in here, so beautiful place to come grab yourself some sulfur. Alright, and so next up we have this beautiful obsidian cave situated behind me here. And we are currently looking at 48.5 by 64.8 on the GPS. And you can see my little indicator on the map to the left there. Alright, aerial view for you guys here. So just kind of tucked into the base of this mountain almost here. Desert is straight off that way to us, just for your own reference point. Get in here, you may have to be a little bit careful. There tends to be, well, you got RGs and raptors, you can see behind me, and Rexes. There's a Rex right there roaming around. So yeah, get in here, you might want a decent mount, some decent armor. Alright, and then every time I've come here, I've never found anything harmful in here. So this is a pretty safe cave, and you can come in, and as you can see, there is a ton of obsidian nodes. So quite a nice little cave. I know that this map, there is a spot where you can get just a ton of organic polys, so might not be totally necessary to get a lot of the obsidian for your regular polymer, but you still need obsidian for several other patterns, things like scissors and artifact pedestals, so not a bad idea to come here. I will have a video for where you can find unlimited organic poly, which you can check out as well too. Alright, survivors, and so we've got another cave here. This time we are coming to you from way down in the jungle. And with this one we are currently at 70.4 by 91.4. Way down in the bottom kind of east corner of the map. Way down in the jungle. And this one here is going to be another obsidian cave. Alright, so aerial view for you guys here. We are just kind of right on the edge of the ocean here. Like I said, it is all jungle. This one's very easy to miss. We kind of stumbled upon it accidentally, so just because you're kind of looking for this little hole in the wall, and it's very covered by trees. But once you do find it, just run on in. It's been safe every time we've come through here, but it is the jungle, so just be prepared. And yeah, you got several obsidian nodes, some of them tucked in the corners, so you just got to be mindful of that. A little bit of stone if you want it as well too. Alright, and so the last stop on our resource cave tour today is actually probably going to be my favorite one. It's probably one of the coolest, and that's because it is behind a waterfall. I love that. We are currently sitting at 49.5 by 29.9, and you can see on my map to the left there, we are, I guess it'd be on the far west side of, at the base of the mountain for Olympus Mountain here. Yeah, so this one here, it's not too bad to get to. You may want to come with a mount. There are some things like RGs. And if you notice, if you ended up watching my where to find beaver huts and beavers video, there's a beaver hut right there. So we're just kind of right on the edge here of the kind of snow biome. So there will be some things like wolves and stuff like that that might get in your way as you try to get to here. But the other thing that you're going to want is you are definitely going to want some form of light in here. So whether it be a torch or a flashlight, I'm going to go with the flashlight on my shotgun, and I'll show you why, because it is super dark here. So, and boom, flashlight. So really dark even with the gamma turned up in here, but there is 1, 2, is that, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think around 8 or so rich metal nodes. So absolutely amazing for collecting metal in here. And it is a fairly safe cave, quick to get in, quick to get out, but you just need a light. Whew, it is dark. Alright, fellow survivors, that's going to do it for today's video for finding resource caves on the Ark Olympus map. So I showed off 5 caves for you guys, and hopefully you found that helpful. I know there is a couple more caves out there. In particular, there's a couple more obsidian caves I've come across. I just wanted to show off a couple for you guys. If you do happen to know of any more great resource caves on this map, then please feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know. Give us some coordinates. Share the love. So with that, guys, hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we will catch you guys in the next video.